Okay, this is Coach Dez here. So for week 17, I was 13-3. Very good. Overall, I'm 156, 99-1. So let's talk about week 18. Told you it could be some upsets. It was. Now, these games ain't gonna be that easy. For those that are still trying to fight for playoff positions. Some of y'all didn't show up last week to get the job done. Now you got to do it this week because you may not like what position you're in. You was in second, now you're in fourth. Or you got bumped out of first, now somebody else is sitting in first. Now you need a team to help you. You got to win, and you need somebody else to beat the other team and another team and another team. I always say take care of business at home and you won't need no help. But because you did, now let's just put it this way. COVID is still out there. It ain't going nowhere. So we're going to start with my picks for week 18. Chiefs versus the Broncos. Chiefs average 28.2 points per game. They give up 21. Broncos average 19.4 points per game. They give up 18.4. Chiefs are on a roll right now. They are hot. And I have to say, I went with the Chiefs by 10. Cowboys versus the Eagles. Very disappointing in y'all. Very. It seems like you whoop everybody else ass that's under 500, but anybody that's got game, you don't know how to play them. Somebody ain't doing their job. Somebody's not showing you the right tape or film that you need to do to study your opponents. And I'm not going to get into that right now because you either going to like fourth or you want second. So the Cowboys average 29.9 points per game. They give up 20.8. Eagles average 26.1 points per game. They give up 20.8. I got the Cowboys by 4. Because if you want it, you're going to find a way to get it. Washington versus the Giants. Washington averaged 19.6 points per game. They give up 26.7. Giants average 15.7 points per game. They give up 24.6. Usually I go with the home field advantage, but I think Washington needs to redeem themselves. Those two that was fighting on the sideline, if I would have been there, I would have been whooping your ass. Because see, I coach kids, and these kids look up to y'all. They idolize y'all. Don't do that in front of the kids. These kids seen this on national TV. You two arguing and fighting. No, should never happen again. Washington by 3. Bengals versus the Browns. Bengals average 27.8 points per game. They give up 22.2. Browns average 20.5 points per game. They give up 22.2. Browns are not themselves. I don't know what's going on. I got the Bengals by 8. Steelers versus the Ravens. Steelers average 20.4 points per game. They give up 24.1. Ravens average 23.4 points per game. They give up 23.5. Now this game could go either way. It depends on if the Ravens quarterback show up. If he don't play, the Steelers got this game. If he plays, I got the Ravens by 3. That's an iffy, okay? Packers versus the Lions. Packers average 26.2 points per game. They give up 20.9. Lions average 18 points per game. They give up 27.3. The Lions can't hold a lead. I don't care what you do. So because of that, Packers going to start the third stringers, and they still going to whoop them by 9. Colts versus the Jaguars. Colts average 27.5 points per game. They give up 21.2. Jaguars average 14.2 points per game. They give up 27.9. I got the Colts by 14. Bears versus the Vikings. Bears average 18.4 points per game. They give up 23.5. Vikings average 24.6 points per game. They give up 25.6. No matter how I slice it, the Bears is not going to win this game either. The Vikings by 6. Titans versus the Texans. Titans average 24.4 points per game. They give up 20.6. The Texans average 15.9 points per game. They give up 26.5. I got the Titans by 9. Saints versus the Falcons. Saints average 20.9 points per game. They give up 19.7. The Falcons average 18.3 points per game. They give up 26.8. Now, if the Saints win this game, which I do believe they will, because I wrote the Falcons off a long time ago, since they blew that 3-score lead in the Super Bowl. This who your MVP or Coach of the Year should be. That man had 81 players, and he had to make it work. And he got a lot better record than a lot of these teams on this paper. So Saints by 9. Seahawks versus the Cardinals. Seahawks average 22.3 points per game. They give up 21. Cardinals average 26.2 points per game. They give up 20.5. I got to give it to the Cardinals because I don't see the Seahawks pulling this out. Unless they sit they hole and they're happy where they sitting. But I got the Cardinals by 4. Jets versus the Bills. Jets average 18.8 points per game. They give up 29.8. Bills average 28.5 points per game. They give up 17.4. I got the Bills by 10. Panthers versus the Bucks. Panthers average 17.9 points per game. They give up 22.6. Bucks average 29.4 points per game. They give up 21. I got the Bucks by 12. Patriots versus the Dolphins. The Patriots average 27.4 points per game. They give up 16.9. The Dolphins average 19.3 points per game. They give up 21.8. Now, the Patriots is still trying to lock in a position. Dolphins is trying to lock in a position. I think the Patriots are hot right now. I got the Patriots by 8. 49ers versus the Rams. 49ers average 24.3 points per game. They give up 21.3. Rams average 27.2 points per game. They give up 21.6. I have to say, I don't know what happened with the 49ers, but they're not the same since they don't have that run game. I got the Rams by 3. Chargers versus the Raiders. Chargers average 27.8 points per game. They give up 26.5. The Raiders average 21.2 points per game. They give up 25.4. Yes, the Raiders is, but I like the Chargers in this game, and I got the Chargers by 7. Yeah, I know I got a whole lot of visitors winning this week, 10 to be exact, but hopefully a lot of it won't happen. But we'll see. You know, it could be some spoilers alerts out there, and if you ain't got your guard up, you might as well you're done. So y'all stay safe out there. Remember, COVID is still out there. I'll talk to you when playoffs start. I'll have these boards going, and we gonna get down to business. Peace out.